Welcome to the AI for Technical Writers podcast. This is episode 109. I'm Fred.
And I'm Daphne. Hello, Fred.
Hi, Daphne. So today we're looking at something that's becoming a real headache for anyone trying to find good information online.
Yeah, we're talking about the rising tide of AI-generated noise. All that content making it tougher and tougher to locate, let alone to trust legitimate sources. It's a critical issue for technical professionals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about using AI for quality, right? For making technical writing better, more efficient. But this flips that completely. This is about AI where the goal isn't quality at all. It's just volume, engagement.
Exactly, sheer volume. And it's really relevant for our listeners. This whole topic was actually suggested by our producer, Curt Robbins, who's a senior technical writer himself.
Ah, okay. Good suggestion.
Yeah, and we're drawing from an article in The Guardian by Arwa Mahdawi. It's titled, AI-Generated Slop is Slowly Killing the Internet, so why is nobody trying to stop it?
Catchy title.
It is. It was published Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, with a note about a modification the next day. So we should mention it's over 9 months old now.
Right. But probably more relevant than ever, I'd guess.
Oh, absolutely. The trends the author flagged have definitely picked up speed since then.
Okay, so let's start there. The author uses this word, slop. It's not just spam. What are we really talking about? What is slop?
Right. So slop, as the author defines it, it's like the next level of internet spam. Think low-quality text, weird videos, junk images, all pumped out by AI.
And the key is it's AI generated.
Yeah, generated and optimized by AI. And the result is it just crowds out actual human content. It's less like getting a dodgy email, more like wading through a polluted digital space.
A polluted environment. That's a good way to put it. And the scale of this. The article cites some numbers, right? Particularly around professional platforms.
It does, and they're pretty startling. One analysis mentioned focused on LinkedIn, the place professionals go for industry insights.
Yeah, use it all the time.
Well, that analysis estimated that more than half, over 50% of the longer English posts on LinkedIn are now AI generated.
Wow, over half on LinkedIn.
That's
Yeah, that really should make technical communicators, IT folks, everyone just stop and think.
Right.
We rely on places like that.
Yep.
Finding experts, checking best practices. If it's a coin toss, whether you're reading human insight or just machine filler designed to game the system.
It really undermines the platform's value. And think about the time cost for you, the listener.
Yeah.
If you're a technical writer spending half your time just trying to figure out if a source is real before you even evaluate the information, that's a huge waste.
And meanwhile, the high-quality documentation you're producing, your knowledge-based articles, your release notes, they have to fight through all this noise.
Exactly. It's getting harder to break through.
And it's not just LinkedIn, is it? The article also mentioned news sites experimenting with this, even like AI authors.
Yeah, that was another point. Some news sites are apparently testing out AI content, sometimes sort of covertly. And yes, even using AI-generated names as bylines.
That feels like a direct hit on credibility, if you can't trust the source.
It erodes the foundation, doesn't it? Whether it's news or an industry analysis, it makes the whole idea of verifiable, trusted content, which is core to technical writing, so much more important and so much harder.
Which brings us to some of the weirder examples the article used to show just how low the quality bar is. I think the most memorable one was Shrimp Jesus.
Ah, yes, Shrimp Jesus. It sounds ridiculous, right?
Completely.
But it's kind of the perfect symbol for this stuff. These weird, nonsensical images AI generates when it's just optimized for getting a reaction, any reaction, a click, a confused comment. Not value, just digital fluff.
Okay, but why would platforms encourage this? Feels like letting garbage pile up in your own store.
Yeah.
Doesn't it hurt them in the long run?
That's the paradox, isn't it? And that's what the author really digs into. Instead of trying to, clean things up, the research suggests platforms like Facebook are actually, quote, positively encouraging it.
Encouraging it? Why on earth?
Because it drives engagement metrics, likes, shares, comments. Even if they're shallow or confused reactions, that's the stuff that feeds their ad model.
So the algorithm sees the shrimp picture getting clicks faster than, say, a detailed technical article.
Exactly.
And it boosts the shrimp.
Pretty much. Research from Stanford and Georgetown looked at this on Facebook. Their algorithms were actively promoting these AI posts.
And who's making them? Not just random users, right?
Often, no. The article mentions scammers are behind a lot of it. They generate this stuff to get quick engagement, maybe build up a page's reach, and then use it for, nefarious purposes, scams, clickbait, misinformation.
So the algorithm sees the quick interaction, thinks, oh, this is engaging, and pushes it out more, even if it's low quality or scammy.
That seems to be the mechanism. The algorithm rewards shallow engagement over quality or usefulness.
Which means the very tools we use to rely on, search, recommendations to find good technical info, are getting broken by the platforms themselves.
It definitely accelerates the problem for anyone putting out legitimate content. Your valuable knowledge base article is competing with algorithmically boosted nonsense. And often, the nonsense wins the visibility game.
Right. Okay, this seems like a good point to pause for a moment. Let's take a brief break for a special message from our producer, Curt Robbins.
Hi, this is Curt Robbins. First, thanks for listening. I truly appreciate your support. I want to let you know that I'm currently accepting new clients. My rates are affordable, and I have more than 25 years of experience working for enterprise companies like Microsoft, Northrop Grumman, Oracle, PNC Bank, FedEx, USAA, and Wells Fargo, among many others. If you want to improve your IT documentation and communications, hire me. I deliver fast, know how to use AI to improve efficiency and accuracy, and love going the extra mile to satisfy my clients. Thank you for subscribing and listening. Back to you, Daphne and Fred.
Welcome back to the AI for Technical Writers podcast.
Okay, so before the break, we were talking about how platform algorithms are boosting this external slop.
Right, the stuff scammers and others are creating.
Yeah, but the article also highlighted something else. Meta, Facebook and Instagram as parent company, was apparently generating its own internal slop, too.
Oh, they're making their own AI content to fill the platform, like fake users and posts.
Sort of, yeah. Back in 2023, they introduced these AI-powered profiles. These weren't just simple bots, they were designed personas.
I think I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, the article mentions one called Liv. The description cited was a proud, black, queer mama of two and truth teller. They were designed to seem human, to generate engagement artificially.
So they were literally trying to manufacture conversations and presence on their own platform using AI characters. That feels desperate.
It certainly shows a willingness to fill the space with non-human content. And apparently the plan was bigger. A Meta executive, Connor Hayes, told the Financial Times around December 2023 that the company planned to essentially fill the platform with these AI characters.
Wow. Just flood the zone with bots. How did that go?
Predictably, not well. When these profiles started getting attention, people found them kind of creepy or just weird and robotic. They went viral, but for the wrong reasons.
So Meta pulled back.
Yeah, they killed them off pretty quickly because the reaction was so negative.
Okay, so Liv is gone. But does that mean the idea is gone? Or just paused?
Well, that's the concern, isn't it? The public backlash stopped that specific experiment. But the underlying thinking, the idea that automated content can fill feeds and drive engagement for ad revenue, that seems to still be there. As the author put it, our online future looks like it's just getting sloppier and sloppier.
It feels like trading long-term trust for short-term metrics, which connects to another big idea the article brings up, right? This isn't just random sloppiness. There's a theory behind it.
Exactly. The article cites Cory Doctorow's concept of, the term he uses is enshittification.
Right. Catchy, if a bit blunt. What does that mean in this context?
It basically describes a pattern of how online platforms tend to decay over time purely in pursuit of profit. Doctorow lays out stages.
Okay, what are they?
So stage 1. The platform is good to its users. They lure you in, maybe subsidize things, make it a great place to be to get everyone on board.
Makes sense. Build the audience.
Stage 2. They start to abuse the users to benefit their business customers, the advertisers, the sellers. Your feed gets worse, search results get less relevant, but it helps the advertisers.
Okay, I think we've all felt that stage.
Yeah.
And the third?
Stage 3 is when the platform has locked in both the users and the businesses. Now they start abusing the businesses too, squeezing everyone to extract all the remaining value for the platform itself.
So they degrade the service for everyone just to maximize their own cut.
That's the idea. They make search terrible, they charge businesses more for less reach, they prioritize their own stuff.
And slop.
No.
How does AI-generated slop fit into this model?
It's like the perfect fuel for stage 3, isn't it?
How so?
Because AI allows platforms to generate endless amounts of cheap, low-effort content. It keeps the engagement numbers looking okay, even if the actual value for users and businesses is plummeting. It fills the space without needing real human expertise or expensive moderation.
So it helps them maintain the appearance of activity and engagement while the actual quality craters.
Precisely. It accelerates that final stage of decay.
And for technical writers, for IT teams, this enshittification, accelerated by slop, is a huge problem. If you can't rely on search anymore, if platforms are actively burying good information,
It makes discoverability a nightmare. Your meticulously researched, accurate technical documentation might become almost impossible for users to find amidst all the AI filler. The value of that knowledge gets diminished if no one can access it reliably.
so the takeaway isn't just the internet's getting messy, it's that the very infrastructure we rely on to share and find technical knowledge is being actively undermined.
Right, and it forces organizations and technical communicators to think differently. Your documentation isn't just content anymore. It has to be like a verified, high-trust asset.
You need ways to signal its authenticity, its quality, to cut through the noise.
Exactly. The winners in this environment might be the ones who can effectively guarantee the integrity of their human-created resources. Slop is basically forcing us all to get much more serious about quality control and verification.
It's not enough to be right anymore. You have to be findable and demonstrably trustworthy in a system that often rewards the opposite.
And it's interesting, isn't it? As the public internet gets sloppier, maybe the value shifts back towards more controlled, internal, or curated knowledge systems. Walled gardens of reliable information become more precious.
A really crucial point for everyone in our field to think about. How do we ensure our work remains that trusted source? Thank you for listening to the AI for Technical Writers podcast, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see you next week.